Hey guys, welcome back to KB Small Engine Repair. Today we're going to do a quick video on how to adjust or replace skid shoes on two-stage snowblowers. So let's jump right in. Today we're working on this 5.5 horsepower, 22-inch wide yard machine snowblower. The skid shoes on this one have actually deteriorated quite a bit, so I'll show you on those when we replace them. But here we go, we're going to replace these. Right here we've got new skid shoes. A lot of them on two-stage snowblowers, you can just flip them over. They've got two sides. They basically look the same on the top as they will on the bottom. If you've got some like that, you'll know what I'm talking about when you look at them. These, unfortunately, you can't do that with. So let's take a look at these and I'll show you how to do that. All right, so here we've got these skid shoes. The other side's a lot worse. But for here, you can see it's pretty thin, and this metal is actually bowing up because it's so loose. I don't know if you can tell that I'm actually bending it quite a bit right there. So every time you hit a rock or something, it will actually bend it. So this one, you might be able to go a little bit longer, but the other one does need to be replaced. So we're actually replacing both of these right now. As I said before, some two-stage snowblowers have, reversible skid shoes. So they've got two sides. You can just flip them over and get double the life out of them. So on this one, a lot of snowblowers are the same. This one uses a 1/2 inch socket, 1/2 inch wrench, whatever you want to use. So you want to loosen them. In this case, we'll be taking them off. They might be seized on there, so keep that in mind. If they are seized on there, try not to break them. One tip you can use to kind of loosen them up, put some PB Blaster on there or some other kind of anti-seize lubrication. Spray it on the threads. Make sure to get it inside the threads that are in the bolt. Leave it on there overnight, 24 hours. That will kind of help eat in there. Make sure to seep in there really far, start eating away at that rust. And that will help, unseize that. Sometimes you've got to use other mechanisms such as heat or other things. Sometimes depending on how bad it is, you may need to just cut it off or end up breaking it, but try not to do that if you can. So pull that off so you can see that pretty good there. It's worn down. This metal is just super pliable. It's about ready to, I don't know if you can see right there, but it's about ready to break through right on that section right there. So they're about ready to replace. Well, this one is about ready. The other side's pretty toast, but I'll show you that in a second. So as always, look up the part number on your machine or your machine model number to make sure you get the correct shoes. This particular snowblower, the MTD OEM part number is a 784-5580. I've opted to, with the customer's approval, put an aftermarket and Oregon slide shoe on there. It's about 1/3 the price. And so that shoe number is a 73-826 from Oregon. So again, just look up the model number on your snowblower, put it into some kind of parts lookup online, and just make sure you're ordering the right shoes. So put those bolts on, or the nuts back on, but don't tighten them down all the way because we're going to need to adjust them here in a second once you get both sides on. flip the machine around, we'll do the other side. So the other side here, I'll show you when we take that off, but same process. Probably could have used the breaker bar or a 3/8 inch ratchet on these. They're kind of stuck on there. Now just another thing to note, these bolts, the carriage bolts, so they've got the little square on them, and that's how they fit into the side of the snowblower. So when you're tightening them down, just make sure that square is inside there nice and snug. Make sure it's not pulling against the side. Just make sure it's seated in there real good. So this one was a lot worse. Obviously it's cracked. It's toast. So that one's definitely needed to be replaced, and that's why we're doing it. So might as well do both at the same time. If you need to replace the shave plate on this particular model, make sure to get this bolt off, because this is part of the shave plate right here. So this bolt, the one on the other side, and then the ones along the auger and the inside of here. So get that skid shoe back on. I don't know. Remember not to put them down too tight. You want to be able to adjust them here in a second. So we are ready to adjust. Make sure you are adjusting this on a level surface so that you can get it correctly level. Now, how you want to adjust this is up to you. Two-stage snow blowers are designed to be able to pick up snow over gravel, over uneven surfaces, on level surfaces, and everything in between. So if you want to pick up over gravel, you obviously need to have the shave plate above the level of the gravel, whether that's 1/8 of an inch, whether that's 2 inches. That's kind of up to your terrain. So that's up to you and how you need to level that. I actually had a customer recently. He had me sell an old snowblower because he went and bought a new one. This wasn't the reason he bought the new one, but he mentioned to me, he said, yeah, I want to keep my new one because the new one doesn't trash my driveway. He put down a textured surface on his driveway. It's kind of like a tennis court type deal. And he said, yeah, I like the new one. It doesn't scrape up my driveway. I said, well, you can adjust that just by adjusting the skid shoes, right? He said, oh, really? I had no idea. So I don't know if a lot of people know that or not, but yeah, you can just do that by just adjusting the skid shoes, and you do that by dropping them down. So by dropping the skid shoes down, if you can tell that now the shave plate is about 1/4 or 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch off the ground. So the only thing that would be touching the surface of, the ground surface is the skid shoes. So again, that's up to your terrain. If you have a flat driveway and you like how your snowblower picks up everything down to the surface of the driveway, then you want the scraper bar to be touching the surface. This will be eaten away, so you'll have to replace the shave plate sooner. But again, it will pick up everything. You won't have any ice or anything left behind. Now, if you have a gravel driveway and you don't want it picking up rocks, you're going through shear pins quickly, you need to drop this down and lift up the shave plate quite a bit more. So that's kind of up to you, but just all you do to adjust that is by dropping down the skid shoes and you know, you can do that as much or as little as you need to. One thing to help you, if you want it just a little bit off so you're not wasting your not deteriorating your shave plate, or you know, if you just don't want it scraping your driveway, you can take the old shave plate. You know, that's probably close to 1/4 of an inch thick. You can put that down there. Sorry, my lift's bouncing again. Put that on your shave plate, and then make sure your skid shoes are both of them are touching the ground, and then tighten them down, and you'd be level all the way across. That'd give you, we're probably about 1/8 of an inch right there. So just a couple suggestions there, a couple tips. I know a lot of all the mechanics out there already know this, but this is kind of a video for you DIYers, homeowners that want to do this themselves, don't know about the adjustments for gravel, things like that. So if you like this video, hit that thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. Appreciate all you guys who have subscribed. If you like these videos, hit that thumbs up. It really helps me out. Let me know what you guys want to see next. If these how-to videos are helpful for you, let me know in the comments below. So just a quick video for you, show you how to adjust skid shoes on a snowblower, 2-stage snowblower. And if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. Have an awesome day.